What is up, my friends? My name is Echo, and today we're back in Rise of Civilizations, but this time in a live stream, and we're hanging out with Chisgule. Want you guys to know Chisgule's also streaming over on his YouTube channel. We're basically just hanging out here tonight. I'm going to completely drain his brain of knowledge to try to benefit myself in my game here, building commanders, doing some barbarian farming, just having some casual fun with you guys. Hope you're all doing well tonight. Chisgule's here. Say hi to everybody, bro.
Hey, what is going on? Good to be here. I'm actually going to fire up my stream now, and we'll get those folks on.
Let's get everybody on, man. Let's do it. We'll get everybody going.
All right, stream is live. What is going on, Governors? Chisgule here, and today we're going to be live streaming with Echo Gaming, none other than the esteemed Echo Gaming, who is also a content creator in the Rise of Civilizations community program. Heck yeah, man. Echo, really excited to do this with you.
Yeah, I'm stoked, bro. Anytime I get to hang out with you is a good time. And I mean, people on my channel are going to see a lot of you over the next week, man. We've done a few videos. We've done the live stream. It's just going to be Chisgule Mania on the Echo Gaming channel, man.
Chisgule Mania.
Yeah.
I should make a video on my own channel about Chisgule Mania.
Chisgule Mania. We can make it a thing, and it'll be fun, man. But thanks for coming on, man. I mean, literally today, my plan is just to hang out with you and just have some fun. We do have Spooby HD and Clashing Duke, both also content creators for Rise of Civilizations, in my chat right now. They seem to be very excited, and Spooby is saying, "What is going on, Governors?" I assume that's something to do with you there, Chisgule.
You know, my catchphrase is catchy, I think.
It's so catchy. So catchy. Thanks for everyone coming down to my stream. What I'm going to be doing is you'll be hearing Chisgule talking to his community, me talking to my community, and while that's all going on, just going to be building some commander trees and doing some barbarian farming because I'm trying to get this Christmas tree, the O Tannenbaum. I'm sitting at level, 19 right now. We got to get that to 25. So that's my plan. What's your plan over there, brother?
You know, I got some work to do here. By work, I mean, we got to spend a whole bunch of action points. We have been saving up a ton of resources, and right now, there is an event. There's an event called Now or Never. And my kingdom, man, it's like a total war zone. It does kind of feel like a now or never situation.
Oh, does
I'm gonna have to spend some resources and power up a little bit. I'm making my way toward City Hall level 25, so I got a lot to do there. Now, I haven't done a stream before with a guest, so folks in my chat, if you could say something, let me know that you can hear Echo. He's awesome, so if you can't hear him, I want to fix that.
Yeah, and same thing over here. I think you guys can hear him fine. Also, he's obviously not going to be hanging out in my stream because he has his own stream to tend to. But if you guys do have questions for Chisgule, either have both streams open or you can leave your questions here and I'll convey those messages over to him. But what is this now or never thing, man? Why don't you fill everybody in on it that doesn't know what's going on with now or never?
So not every kingdom has the same series of events, and in my kingdom, this Now or Never event is live. It's a 2-day event that rewards the top players for using hours of speed ups. So you get some pretty sweet rewards. Number 1 gets 20 legendary sculptures and 20 epic sculptures and a bunch of additional speed ups. Heck yeah.
Is this a good time for me to speed up my research to get level 4 troops going on, man?
If you have the Now or Never event, basically it was meant to be. That's like exactly the time to be doing something like that, potentially.
Well, then that is exactly what I'm going to be doing right now. I mean, I have tons of speed ups. I'm currently in my academy upgrading to tier 4 troops for, what is it, for the swordsman. But I could do all of them. I could speed them all up, and then I can get some huge rewards out of it. So I think that's actually going to be the plan for tonight. For me, over here on this side of things.
Nice. Sounds like the folks on my end might not be able to hear you, Echo, but I would agree that hunting for T4 troops makes a ton of sense with an event like this, where you just get a ton of benefits for using those speed ups, which were really good to use anyways.
Yeah, I'm going to totally do that. And while we're doing whatever it is we're doing in the chat that we're having, I'm just going to continue doing that. Thanks so much, Captain Crunch, for that donation. Let's get a little bit of hype in the chat right now for Crunch, throwing that love. And yes, I see a few of you do have questions for Chisgule. Make sure that you just type them into the chat. Maybe type his name in there as well, so we can make sure that he gets that. And I'm going to go, Captain Crunch, and get your donation thrown up into that ticker, brother. Thanks so much for that, my man.
Nice. So, you know, one thing worth mentioning, and we're going to go pursue this a little bit ourselves, is
Yes.
that when you're doing something really major, like one of those, 20-day researches that you're going to be doing momentarily,
Mm-hmm.
if you can pick up a rune from the map that makes that go a little bit faster, that is a thing that is totally worth doing. I'm going to run to the Lost Temple real quick and probably pick up a 15% building speed increase, which is amazing.
I am not near any of that anymore with this new alliance that I'm in, man. I don't think let me look around. Maybe right here. Let's see if I could get anything from here. No, I don't have any runes hanging out by me.
No runes. Oh man, I got that juicy 15% building speed rune in mine. I'm gonna get it in a minute. I got all my gatherers doing work right now. Maybe gathering commanders is something we might talk about. I got a request in the chat to talk about rage tanking. We can talk about rage tanking.
Wait, don't you mean Crage, bro?
Crazy rage.
Crazy
Dude,
Rage.
so wait, we got to talk about the origin of Crage.
Crage
Okay?
is a thing, and that could be taking over YouTube, man. I think that needs to be pushed.
Dang it. The more you push it, the more it becomes a thing, Echo.
I know.
So I'm hanging out with Echo and we're putting together a video for his channel. And I'm talking about generating crazy amounts of rage, but in my head I combined the two words and I called it Crage.
Yes.
And then I felt silly because we one took every single video that we recorded that day.
Mhm.
So that's what went live. Crage was what it was.
Crage. And now, since then, we've been using the term. It's going to go viral, and you're going to be known for Crage, man. It's just what's going to happen.
Well, gosh, let me show you. Let me show Crage tanking to my audience here.
Okay.
Spoiler alert, Crage tanking. So, okay, so fine. Echo, if you're gonna pin me into Crage tanking here, which I think you should.
I am.
So with my rage tanking videos, I have shown Lohar with Boudica and Lohar with who else? Richard the First, which is pretty sweet, right? It's pretty sweet.
Yeah, it's
But you know what I think is maybe even more sweet?
What is that?
Bringing full cavalry and using Boudica with a full nuking build, followed by Pelagius. And that is because both of them generate a ton of rage. A ton of rage. And I'll pull up their skills in a minute, but we're just going to test out a couple combinations while we're on stream. And the folks who participate in the stream and watch it and attend yours or mine get the benefit of Crage tanking before I go make a crazy video about it.
So this is like the first look at Crage before it goes viral in the internet.
That's right. The
That's
first
pretty-
look at Crage before it goes
That
viral.
is pretty amazing, man. I mean, talk about giving back to the Rise of Civilizations community here. What's up, Robbie J?
Oh my goodness. So I guess we're going to do three things with Crage tanking. We're going to attack level 25 barbs. We're going to look at three reports. One is going to be Lohar and Boudica.
Mhm.
Then we're going to do, let's see, Boudica and Pelagius. And then we're going to do Lohar and Pelagius. And we'll see how they go. And my Pelagius is not all that impressive. So if it works, it's even more significant.
I would guarantee you that your Pelagius is more impressive than mine. My untouched Pelagius.
Oh yeah? What's yours sitting at?
1 star, level 1 out of 10 with 0 out of 100. So,
Oh, yeah.
literally untouched.
Nope, untouched.
Yep. So,
Completely untouched.
So beat that, man. Beat that.
Well, I can. I'm at 2 stars, Echo. So
Oh,
I'm
snap.
barely beating you. Level 15, 5500. I really should unlock this last skill, but whatever.
Mm-hmm.
We're Crage tanking. We don't need skills.
No, you don't. Not at all. And while you're doing your Crage, I think I'm gonna start up my whole speed up journey. So the excitement might be real while I'm doing this as well, man. So be prepared for that. I
Nice.
want to say hi to Isaac, Captain Nemo, Jean Manuel, and we also have Galia over on Facebook hanging out. Thank you guys for showing love to the Facebook streams as well.
Nice. Someone asked in my chat, Paras Singh, show combos that free-to-play players can do, please. That is what we're doing, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
That is what we're doing. These are free-to-play combinations. So we just did our Boudica Pelagius. And my Pelagius is really unimpressive, but my Boudica is kind of a monster.
Yeah,
Anyways,
I've heard.
we sent 175,000 troops, and we had 153,000 remaining.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to try, I don't know, let's do Lohar and we'll do Pelagius, and we're gonna send cavalry. Bada boom. Ooh, wait a minute. I gotta send less cavalry. I gotta send the same amount of units. I can't mess that up. Dude, I don't know about you, Echo, but nothing drives me more nuts when I'm looking at like a comparison of things, but it's not like an actual apples to apples comparison. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah, I understand what you mean.
All right, so we got to send. Okay, there we go. 175, the exact same number of troops. We're off to the races.
You know, I think I'm gonna call back some of my troops here. I'm not happy with the numbers that are going for these searches. I may not do my speed ups right now. I feel like it may interfere with the chat that's going on with what you're doing, because it's gonna be kind of intense and I'm gonna be screaming a bit. So I may do my speed ups in a separate recording, just so that it doesn't actually interfere with us having a good time just hanging out.
I mean, look, there's no other human I think I'd rather hear screaming than you, Echo. So.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. You're too kind, man.
Well, that's because I know you're only gonna scream at me about Rise of Civilizations, and like,
Yeah.
I don't know, what weird thing could you scream at me about Rise of Civilizations that I would want to not hear?
I just don't want to. I just don't want to completely
Don't go
capture
there.
your stream, man.
Oh my god. Ooh, we got some folks from Project K200. I love those folks. K200. This is a cool idea. So this group organized months in advance of when they wanted to do a whole bunch of jumps together, and they're now in the middle of their jumper process where they're all going to land in Kingdom 200 together and try to smash.
Wow.
And I think that's awesome. Yeah.
Now,
I don't know how many players they have in that group. Someone who's from K200, let us know. I'm sort of eager to hear.
Now I have a question about that, man. They have to be new players. You can't, like, I can't leave right now as a 21 level City Hall, right?
You'd have to start all over.
Yeah, that
You'd have to
sounds
start all
awful,
over.
man. That sounds awful.
I really
does.
like the start of the game. It's fun. It's action-packed.
Yeah, the start of the game is fun, but like, dude, I've been playing Clash of Clans for 4 years. I have one account. I've never had a second account. That's 4 years of playing, man. Like, I invest so much into the game. How do you do it on multiple accounts? I just never understood that.
You and I are the same way, where we just like, we go all in on our main account and we invest very, very heavily.
Exactly.
Shout out to my friends in Marvel who are now scouting me. What's going on, Ghost Rider? Good to see you here. I'll just ignore that. You know, my kingdom's a spicy place, and I knew that if I was streaming, I'd have some guests from the kingdom show up.
Okay, good.
So,
let them come, man.
Good
That's cool.
to see them. Let's see. I'm gonna do some more barbarians here. We're testing out Crage tanking for those who are just joining us.
Listen,
New
man,
Rage.
I have to say, I'm jealous that you have a following in your kingdom. My kingdom doesn't know who the heck I am. They have absolutely no clue that I even do YouTube up in my kingdom.
Honestly, there were a lot of times where I would so much rather kind of be anonymous, a little fly on the wall.
Would you really?
But,
I want some respect.
no.
I'm just kidding. I deserve none.
Dude, you deserve tons of respect. And why? Dude, I'm like walking 5 million miles to these barbarians. Oh, well. Yeah. We're going to find these level 25 barbarians. Gosh darn it. And we're going to look at the Crage reports. Now, I already have 2 Crage reports in. One is Boudica and Pelagius.
Okay.
And in that, I started with 175,000 and I ended with 153,000. Then I used Lohar and Pelagius, which was not as good. I started with 175. I ended with 151. So far, Boudica is better than Lohar as the leader here.
Really? Nice.
Holy moly. I think I just got my first ever donation from Spooby. Dude, nice. Spooby, thanks so much for the donation.
Spooby is the man.
Moly.
Spooby
is the man.
Little story about Spooby. One of the most generous people I've ever met. I get home today to a package on my doorstep, and it's from a certain, well, we'll just call him Spooby, so that no one knows his real name. And I open it up, and there are 6 bags of coffee and 1 candy cane of candy within, saying "Merry Christmas" to me.
Dude, that's awesome.
I know. I need to now. I now need to go buy a coffee grinder because they're all full beans except for 1 bag. So I said, "Hey, hon, we got to go buy a coffee grinder because I got to drink all this coffee now." And what I'm thinking is, it's selfish of him. He just wants me to continuously produce content. So if he fuels me up with coffee, I won't be able to sleep, and he gets what he wants. It's really what it's all about for him.
Ah, so it's a gift to get what he wants, huh? I'll
I
tell
think
you
so.
this: the gift he wants for his donation is to do my very best Legend Ronnie impression.
Oh
Oh
boy.
no.
Let's hear it.
I should have been practicing. I need a minute to like mentally prepare the line I'm gonna say, but I'm gonna do it.
You
I
should.
just want to make sure I do the most excellent Legend Ronnie line. In fact, if there's a wow, I can't talk. A Legend Ronnie line that you want to hear, put it in the chat and I'll see if I can do my best Legend Ronnie. Oh my god. I'll do it. Don't make me, I'll do it.
You should do it,
What's
man.
going What's going on? Kingdom 82, Kingdom 91, Kingdom 90. Dude, y'all are awesome. Thanks for showing up today in force.
We got some hype
Holy-
right here for Spooby as well, throwing a little donation for that coffee, Ops. Thank you, Spooby. I appreciate that, homie.
Dude, okay. So remember that Kingdom 200 jumper project I was telling you about?
Sure do, man.
They have over 150 people.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're
Like-
all starting new accounts.
They're all starting new accounts. They're all following top tier jumper guides that all the YouTubers are putting out. Like, that's amazing. They're
Wow.
gonna do so well. I'm like, honestly, I really did think, like, gosh, should I go with this group and like restart? And that would be so much fun. But I just, like you, I gotta focus on one thing at a time. I'm
Yeah.
all in on my main account, and contrastingly, I enjoy watching Spooby's channel in part because he's got a whole bunch of different accounts. He gets to look at a whole bunch of different situations, different commander setups, different combinations, and that's pretty cool to see too.
That is just too much to handle, though, for me. I couldn't do that. Too crazy for me. But for Spooby, that's perfect. I mean, that's part of why he's seeing success with what he's doing, because he's one of the few people that has as many accounts as he has, in my opinion. I love it, though.
All right, I think I'm on the hook for a Legend Ronnie impression.
Go for it.
Oh,
bro.
I know what I'm gonna do. I like it. So there's a bunch of requests. The requests were, "Hello, hello, Legend Ronnie here," and this is not the accent. I'm just reading the words.
Mhm.
This is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out.
Yep.
Welcome, guys. It's Legend Ronnie. I'm gonna go with this is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. Oh man. All right. I'm so bad at acting and impressions. You can't see, but I'm like smiling and embarrassed and laughing all at the same time.
I want to hear it.
This is your boy Legend Ronnie signing out. That's not quick. That's not the best.
You
I'll work
have
on
his
it.
accent nailed down.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. See, now I'm gonna have to work on all my accents.
That's so funny.
Okay, so Crage tanking report. Third battle that is in. Oh god, Spooby's like dying over there in laughter.
Good.
Wait. Oh no, this report doesn't work. I gotta go again. I messed up. See, remember when I was saying all that apples to apples crap?
I sure do.
So, not only did I bring the wrong number of troops, but I also did it outside of Alliance flags, and you have a buff on Alliance flags.
That is true. I knew that.
So I gotta do it again. No good. Do over.
Ooh.
By the way, while we're here, I've been waiting to collect this for this stream because we were planning on doing this. I have a 100 out of 100 maxed Christmas holiday chest.
Ooh.
I know. Goodies.
Go check that out.
Hello. All right, let's open this thing up. Let's see what's inside. Typically, ooh. All right, here we go. There is 100 epic commander sculptures, 100 5-minute speed ups, and 100 1,000 experience tomes. So typically, their pattern for these events has been for each level of chest you get one of every item that's contained within the chest.
Mhm.
In my perfect world, honestly, it would be more of like a non-linear progression. Like the closer you get to 100, you get like better and better stuff. But the good news about that is that you don't have to like sweat getting a perfect chest, right? Like you can get as far as you get and you don't have to like kill yourself over any one objective. So anyways, we'll claim that. That's exciting.
Yeah, of course it is.
All right.
I'm going to ask you at some point, and maybe some point soon, to help me build a tree for one of my commanders and see if we could do that without you actually watching my screen. You think that's possible?
Oh, heck yeah. We could build a tree for one of your commanders.
Mhm.
That sounds fun.
It does sound fun. I mean, that's kind of what we do on the regular, and it's always a good time. And I did have some questions coming through. LOLOP, I haven't forgotten you. I see you in there, brother. If you haven't left already, what's going on? I had Clashing Duke ask you if you've ever done a YouTube channel before the one that you're doing right now.
No, this is really my first time YouTubing. Was for this game. I used to play a lot of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and I was pretty obsessed with it. And I loved watching the YouTubers that create content for that game. They were so excellent. And I think a part of the reason that I enjoy this so much, and I have all these ideas for things I want to do, is because I watched those expert players doing their videos on covering a game. So although I'm new to YouTube, I have watched an embarrassing number of hours of people covering video games on YouTube.
That's awesome, though. Hey, listen, man, is this O Tannenbaum done? Can I not go any further in it now? I think I may have. It may have come to a close.
I think O Tannenbaum has come to a close. I think.
Oh my gosh, I just missed my 5 keys and 1,500 gems. What a bummer.
Yeah, you can't get any more of the ornaments. Can you apply the ones you already have?
They're all done. I only got to level 19. That sucks.
Did you have the second half of the tree opened?
Yes.
Okay.
I did.
All right. Well, level 19, I mean, the rewards up to that point were pretty good.
They were pretty good. They were pretty good. I just didn't make it all the way. It's okay. It's whatever.
I mean, dude, all you had to do is get to level 15 and
Yeah.
get the 10 legendary commander sculptures, and you got your value.
Exactly.
So,
I totally agree. So I'm gonna look at my commanders right now, man, and ask you which one. Actually, I could do a little bit of an upgrade. I could do another talent here for Boudica. I don't remember where it was we were going to. Were we going to that crazy looking skull? If you look at your Boudica right now, your tree, you were doing her skill section of the tree for Boudica, right?
oh, heck yeah.
Now, what was your end target to get there?
Trying to ultimately get Feral Nature, which is at the very top of the tree.
Feral Nature. So to get there, I need to go to the center dots, defense of all troops, or do I have to go through the whole darn tree?
I would start with Rejuvenate at the very top.
I got that done. That's full. That's full.
Go to the bottom and get Clarity. And only after you have Clarity would I then make my way to Feral Nature. And that's because, like, all those middle dots are just kind of meh. Like, they're not very exciting.
Okay, so I need to get... What do I... Oh, I need to finish up the shield. I have to take it up right here in the shield, upgrade it there, and then that'll allow me to go more down towards the bottommost portion of the tree for Clarity. Right, so we'll do that. We'll do that right there. Okay, that wasn't exciting. But I do want to do a commander here with you. And, what do you think of Sun Tzu? I don't know how many... I only have 33 sculptures for him. That's probably not going to be one of the better ones for me to do.
I think Sun Tzu is a monster. But we can talk about him in a second. Let me just answer a couple quick questions, and then let's go deep on Sun Tzu real quick. So thank you, Theodorus, for the positive feedback. Really appreciate it. Connor, holy cow, you killed 800 barbarians grinding for that tree. That's insane. I think I killed a ton as well, and it was totally worth doing. Let's see. Someone is saying, someone who plays Pokemon and Minecraft is saying, you know how you're always talking about prosperous peace? By the way, I wish my kingdom was in a state of prosperous peace instead of war. Check out Kingdom 79. All the top tier alliances are allied, and there are 3 players over 60 million power. Wow. Holy moly. That's nuts. Someone is asking if a jumper account is not worth it anymore. Both Echo and I covered jumper accounts in the recent jumper account changes, but jumper accounts are totally worth it. You just can't jump to a low-level kingdom anymore.
Yes.
Let's see.
We got Sinchi in the house right here. How you doing, brother? Thanks for coming through.
Ooh, Chinchi, what's up? Do you know what's really funny?
What?
I listen to the names of other YouTubers, and when they say them all the time, but the second I try to pronounce it myself, I second guess myself as to whether or not I'm pronouncing it correctly.
Yeah, dude, I say everyone's name, both characters in game as well as other people like from the community like yourself. I mean, we did a whole video together where I was calling you, something wrong. I forget what I was even saying in the beginning.
I think once was Chisgule.
Chisgule? Yeah. I like that better.
I think it's Chinchi. Chinchi?
Chinchi?
Darn it. He needs to tell us.
Yeah.
I'll get his name right. Anyways, you should check out his channel. He's
You
awesome.
should definitely. He's right here in my chat right now. You could just click on him and go check out his channel. Another Rise of Civilizations creator right there. You know who also have a lot of skill points for is Sarka. Is she any good for anything? Is she a good gatherer?
Yeah, she's a good gatherer. I have her max, dude. She's sweet.
Yeah, she's one I should do. I mean, I have. Oh, we got another donation coming in right now from Braden TCT. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that love. What's up, stream? I guess all the Rise of Civilization YouTubers are in the house. That is correct. We are all here with Chisgule on the line.
Nice. So now you're just rubbing it in. So someone asked how, and in fact, let's see. I believe it was a Velociraptor. That's an awesome name. Asking me how many sculptures to max in Epic. I believe it's 440.
Man.
440 for an expertise skill. I mean, you know, things I know off the top of my head. No big deal.
Craziness.
Speaking of craziness, let's look at the Crage report. I have my final battle report to see what the best combination is. Is it Lohar with Pelagius, even though my Pelagius is kind of a wimp? Lohar with Boudica. Both of them are kind of monsters. And wait a minute. I did Lohar with Boudica. Oh, yeah, no. Lohar with Boudica or Boudica with Pelagius.
It's going to be option 2.
My reports are all out of order, but I think we got there. So the winner is Lohar with Boudica by a long shot. Holy moly. So we had 159,000 left over with Lohar Boudica. We had 151,000 left over with Lohar Pelagius, and 153,000 left over with Boudica Pelagius. I think if I had the healing skill on Pelagius, it might be a slightly different story.
Crazy. I like it.
Crazy, even.
Crazy, man. Crazy. You need to put that in the banner of your channel right now. Crage. Bring the Crage.
Actually, I put it in the description. Oh, no, I didn't put it in the description. I thought for a second I did. Holy moly. Spooby, thanks for the $2 donation. He asked, which commander would I smash? Emoji, 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 emoji. Some combination of devils.
It's a married man he's asking this question to.
Yeah,
come on now, Spooby.
Yeah, I gotta stay faithful over here.
I
gotta stay faithful.
I have a question coming in right now from Minato, and this is something that you could answer better than I can. So, any good garrison commanders you could recommend?
Oh, can I recommend some garrison commanders? Please allow me to recommend some garrison commanders.
That's why the question's in your court, man.
All right. So, if we're talking about the epic tier, which I think is a really good place to be focused for almost every single player, even the players that are spending a lot of money, because look, you can level an epic up a whole heck of a lot more than you can level up a legendary. They take less experience. There's two situations you need to be thinking about. One is what I call a swarm, and that is when a bunch of smaller armies come at you all at the same time, and they try to zero you by sending 3 to 10 armies all at once, depending on how many people are working together. The other situation is they send a rally. And a rally is where you're dealing with one very large army. It could be an upwards of 2 million.
Wow.
So I think most people should be preparing for a swarm. I think that's the more common situation. And look, I'll be real with you. If you're a free-to-play player, you're probably getting swarmed by someone who is a very heavy spender, and you should try to just bubble. But if you have to take a rally or take a swarm for some reason, I would be looking at commanders like Kusunoki or Sun Tzu, who do a lot of area of effect damage. You could also work with Ulji Mundok, who on his 4th skill makes it so he does extra damage when he's getting attacked.
Good
so
tips.
Having lots of players attacking you is really, really good. I can tell you what commander I would not be using.
Who would
that
that
I see this commander in the garrison all the time, and it just like really perplexes me. Scipio Africanus. He's terrible as a garrison commander. Why would you do that? Here's why. His 3rd skill, Conqueror of Africa, totally irrelevant. It is extra damage when you're attacking player cities, so you get no value from that. The 4th skill increases your troop capacity, totally irrelevant. You're being attacked, all your troops are already there. So you want to pick a commander where the majority of the skills are relevant in a meaningful way. Now, I personally am using Richard I as my garrison commander, and I've got him at 5-1-1-1. I need to skill him up. My kingdom's really dicey. I got to skill him up. I've got a solid 50, no, more than 50 talent points. I've got him 6 stars. I mean, he's kind of a beast.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean, look, like I'll probably be attacked at some point. My kingdom's really kind of scary place to be right now. So if it happens, I'll do everything I can to be ready against a swarm or a rally, whatever it may ultimately be.
Nice. I think we need to talk to the developers of the game and see if they can get all of us content creators to be able, if they can make us our own kingdom where we could all be together. Break all the rules of the game. How awesome would that be?
I mean, so I do think it would be kind of cool if we had like our own sort of playground where we could test out commanders, like spawn in different objectives to battle against and see how stuff does. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like really just like test things. And it's not against real players and it's not like a real account. We'd have unlimited sculptures of all the things we want. And
yes, I like that
I mean,
idea.
I guess every single human who is playing this game would want that. So
can you say developers build, right?
Developer build, please.
Developer build, yes.
By the way, folks who are watching now are seeing me heal up units in chunks of 1,000 at a time. And that is because I'm trying to heal them up pretty rapidly. I could heal for like, I had 53,000 severely injured units earlier.
Wow.
Yeah, so story time. We'll tell a little story. So my kingdom's a scary place. And one of the things that was happening is that one of our kingdom alphas was at the Lost Temple on our territory. And all I know is I look at the game and one of my alliance members is under attack. And I was preparing to battle the Lost Temple Guardians, so I didn't even have proper commanders for PvP. And not only did I not have proper commanders for PvP, but this is an alpha, right? So they've got their army expansion going. They've got full T5 units. We had a lot of our players there, but I mean, you know, my hospital filled up. Not all the way, but real fast. So now I'm healing up. And the way to heal up is in these small increments because every time you get help from your alliance members, it like chunks down the heal time a whole heck of a lot. So that's what I'm doing.
Nice. Well, that wasn't too long of a story, man.
Yeah. Story time. Anyways, I have a lot of respect for the players on my kingdom, even though we're at war and I would much rather we be at peace. And, you know, I've said many times that the war makes for good content. So I can film us in war with each other, or I can film us winning in Kingdom versus Kingdom, and hopefully I get to film both.
Yeah, well, it does make for content that not everyone has, right?
Yeah.
Guess so.
If you like chaos, madness,
people like that.
I'll say, like, a lot of people want Kingdom versus Kingdom, and the reason they want it is for all the madness that we have in a normal state on our kingdom. So it's a very exciting time.
All right, so I'm gonna start doing some upgrades right here, man. And I'm gonna ask you for help.
Sure.
But
While
first thing,
we're doing that, I'm gonna see if I can find the reports of me getting smashed by the Hulk. That's right. His name is the Hulk. His name is the Hulk. All right. What's up, Echo?
all right, so the plan here is to upgrade Sarka, and I'm going to ask for your professional opinions on how to make her a beast farmer or gatherer, like we've talked about before. What's up, Mario Sonic, and what's up, Shockwave? Thanks for coming through, guys. So far, not even touching her, I have 9 talent points to fill up. Her skills, I have 278 sculptures, and her first skill is maxed already. So guide me here, my man. I mean, I know it's not like we normally do it with you actually watching my screen, but what should I be doing right here? Do I want to get all of her skills unlocked? Do I want all 4 of them?
Ultimately, let's see. The second skill is the most important on Sarka, which is an 18% gathering speed boost, which is huge. Yeah. By the way, Salma, welcome to the chat. I showed those reports since you asked. Glad to have you here. The third skill increases troop load, which is like fine, but not all that exciting.
Okay.
The fourth skill increases troop capacity and attack reduction. Neither of those are all that exciting. So if you're short on experience tomes, I would unlock that second skill and max it out right away.
Okay, and before we do that, I got to show a little bit of love to Aries right here, showing some donation hype right now. Thank you so much, Aries. I appreciate that love. So, yeah, what we're gonna do is I'm gonna upgrade her. She's already skilled up. So all I can do right now is star her up. So I'm gonna be going in with 5 of the regular and 1 of the special stars. Is that what you want me to do right here, Chisgule?
Actually, I don't think you want to use a special star because you run the risk of getting so much experience. You unlock her. What the heck? I mean, you could do it.
I could do it.
You have so many sculptures of her. You could max out both skills, right?
I could do whatever my boy Chisgule recommends.
You
Is what I
should
could
do it. You should use all special blue stars. Get as many of those skills as you can.
Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. So
because you're gonna have no shortage of these stars, so it's not like we need to save them for something.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So go nuts.
So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go in with 1 of the specials. We're gonna develop that, and if we crit, man, we're gonna have 3. We did not crit. 80% chance, but we did not crit.
So you pulled an echo.
We pulled an echo, man, and we also got another donation coming in right here from Isaac. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, brother.
Dude. So pulling an echo is what I did. Echo's luck.
Yeah,
every time I'm with Echo, your luck is so bad. By the way,
it's awful.
Silent Wraith, welcome to the chat. I get so much great advice from Silent Wraith. I chat with him on Discord. He's like my what do you call the person who's like in the corner of the ring with you, like your boxing coach or whatever?
Your what is it called? It's your coach, I guess.
He's like, anyways, I got awesome advice from him. We chat and I really appreciate it.
That's awesome. Well, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to upgrade her 2nd skill to max. So we're going to use these sculptures, get that to max, and we're just going to do that time after time, actually doing this the way that it's supposed to typically go, and it's kind of nice. Now, she has max skill number 1 and max skill number 2. I have 208 sculptures remaining, and as far as, I didn't use any tomes of knowledge, and I have a ton of them. I have 25 level 6 right now. Is this something that you want me to do, or should I let her sit as a 2-star gatherer?
If you're gonna do a ton of gathering, it's totally worth leveling up your gathering commanders. It's like a very long-term investment in the game, and I think it's totally worth it. If you're really short on these tomes and you're worried about getting more of them, then you don't have to right now. You'll do it eventually, though. So
okay, I'm not short on them. Let's do it now.
Yeah, I dig it.
All right, let's do this. So we're gonna go over we're gonna go over and we're gonna tome her up all the way. So we're gonna use as many of these as we have to. It's not gonna take very long. We're already at 15, 16. Man, this is going so easily. It's so nice when it goes so quickly like this.
Dude, it's so 19, much fun leveling up the commanders at the beginning because it just goes so fast.
It is nice. And we're going to use level 1s here just to finish her off. She is now we're going to star her up again.
Nice. While you're doing that, we kicked off a level 5 Barbarian Fort Rally. We're rocking the Cao Cao Minamoto combo. And along those lines, Muhammad just asked, hey, Chisgule, I just got Minamoto. Should I run him full cavalry? Full cavalry is the way to rock Minamoto. I'll say this. Unless you have a whole bunch of his skills, particularly, I would want to get his first skill maxed out if you can. You might be better off with an epic commander who's got more of their skills. Speaking of skills, how's your leveling going over there?
Well, we're taking her up to level 30 right now as we speak. I had no patience. We're just going for it right now, man. And she is level 30. What's that? Level 30, and we're gonna star her up to we're gonna try and get her to this. Now, the special stars, should I be using more of them? Because it's taking a while to fill up right here, this 4th star.
Yeah, you can use the special stars. You're gonna have so many of these on a blue commander, it's kind of not gonna matter.
Okay, we're gonna do that right here. Boom. That should be it. But it's giving me 0% chance of critting. Oh no, luck, 70%. There we go. We're gonna develop that and see what happens. Do we get anything? Yeah, we got a little bit of a crit right there. So we're good. And now I could get that final skill upgraded to max. So she's going to be completely maxed out.
Nice.
Close, close. I'm actually only able to get this final skill right here to 4, but we're gonna sit on that because we get so many of her sculptures. What's up, T-Rex? How you doing, brother? So right now, I have 29 talents to build, and I think it's time that we start building it. And you want to help me do that?
Yeah, let's do some gathering talents. I will say this. Darko Danny asked, any advice for a free-to-play player? My advice to you is that the one way that you can start to get edge is by farming resources like crazy. And to have commanders that are really good at doing that. I currently am ranked as the #1 gatherer in our kingdom, and I've only got a little bit of edge over ThinkPad, who he's also in my alliance. Honestly, I think he's probably better at resource farming than I am. It might just be that, he is doing more of that during the day than I am, but I've pulled ahead of him because I have the Saint title, which is a title available to you through your alliance that gives 10% gathering speed, which is pretty sweet.
That is awesome, man. It's really impressive that you're the #1 in your kingdom. That's cool stuff.
Yeah, I feel good about it. I feel good about it. I'm gonna have
Thank
to
you,
keep
Nightmare.
checking in on this level 5 fort rally. This is like the slowest it's filled all day. I think people spent all their action points earlier today, but we've got a few minutes before I have to do that. Let's rock some talents.
Go for it, man. So I already filled out that first slot, which was marching speed. Now, am I going to fill up for all the different resource types with her? Is that the plan? Is she good for all different resources, or is she specific to one type that would be best?
She's good for all resources. Sarka is great for everything. So I would start by getting the more the better, which is going to take 24 talent points to go and do. More the better is the one that looks like the money bag.
Okay.
And after you get that, there's a bunch of other stuff you could get, but I'll wait for you to grab that and then we'll talk about it.
Okay, so we're going to make our way there right now. We're going to go here. We're going to go, I have to, what do I have to go to next? I guess I have to get this tourniquet as well. We did that the other night when we were doing another build. So we're going to grab tourniquet. That's going to open up. Did I have to get tourniquet or did I just mess something up? No, I should. Do I have to go up the center to get that?
So in order to get, let's see, the more the better. We'll go back to these talents. You need to grab Gathering Food Mastery, Stone Mastery, Gold Mastery. Then you got to go up the middle, which is March Speed, which, like, I love that. Then you got to get the Health of All Troops, which is the very middle of the tree. Then from the top branch, you get Health of Troops, Defense, and then the more the better.
Okay. This is taking a while to get there, but we are making our way. And you know what? If we don't have enough points, which we are going to, I would just go get myself some more. Let's be honest. So we are there. We are at the more the better. We made our way there. We have all the buffs maxed for gold, food, and stone. I'm going to actually do the one for wood as well because I have 3 remaining points, and that's the only one that I haven't touched yet. So I think it'll be a good idea for me to get that. Are you in agreement with that, brother?
I couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more that you want to be grabbing. The thing you want to do next is head at the bottom of this tree. So the Gathering Mastery for wood, Health of Troops, Attack, ultimately Armed Convoy, and then Superior Tools at the top of the tree.
Okay, so we're going to just continuously make our way down there as time goes on. But right now, that looks like her tree right there, guys. For someone that's sitting on about 26 to 29 points, I forget what it was that we started out with. We're looking at a pretty good gatherer right here. And if I take a look at all of my commanders, she's currently my 4th strongest commander, level 30, a 4-star commander right now, with her skills nearly maxed out. Only one more skill needing to be maxed out, and that is the final skill, which is short-lived. And yeah, man, I'm feeling stoked about that. Thanks for the help, brother. That's always a lot of fun doing it with you, so I don't just mess things up myself. Although I am getting better at it, and I think that I'm understanding a little bit better how to get this done properly.
Nice. Dude, this is the first time all day I think I might have to cancel a rally due to low attendance. How embarrassing.
Oh, no. On stream too, huh?
On stream. I know.
You.
I got
You're
3
such a
minutes
noob,
left on this rally.
Chisgule.
Dude. Well, I'll say
So
my
funny.
alliance was real active all day long. There was a lot of warring going on, so
I
I
believe it.
don't blame folks for on a Saturday night before New Year's that they might be out and about doing fun stuff.
Well, right now it's time for their rest, right?
Amen. So Ian is asking, can you stop a 2 million rally? So this, I think, is a fascinating question. What do you do if a player is getting rallied by 2 million troops? There's a couple options. You could rock a peace shield. You could teleport away. You could reinforce the player, and if they had garrison commanders, you will have losses, but you might be able to hold up. I currently have a whole heck of a lot of troops that I've been training up. I've got, let's see here, over 850,000 troops, which honestly is not enough to make me feel comfortable stopping a 2 million rally. So, yeah. Yep. I would not try to take a rally of that size, especially if you think it contains troops that are stronger than what you have.
We got Miracle Max dropping a donation right here. First of all, let's get some hype to her and even a heart. And she says, waiting outside to barb hunt with you. Hurry up, it's cold out here. Thank you so much, Miracle Max. I just sent out some troops on an easy attack. Feel free to join me on the way. It'll be some fun.
So Ian recommended a technique, and I actually heard this as well from my boxing coach, my coach Silent Wraith, who said one other strategy for dodging a rally would be to move your troops to other locations. So if you have a whole bunch of commanders that have a high army capacity, you could potentially take literally all of your troops and put them somewhere else and spend down your resources. And so what if they hit your city? You didn't have anything in there.
Makes sense, right?
Yeah. That's one alternative before you go to bed at night. Send all your troops to your flags. And as long as your flags aren't adjacent to somebody else's flags, it doesn't matter so much if they hit you.
That's a great idea and a great point as well. Thanks, Miracle Max, for joining me on this journey right here. We're going to head on over to these level 24 barbarians, and hopefully you come along with me. I like barbarian farming, man, and attacking these barbarians. It's honestly one of my favorite things to do in the game.
Dude, barbarian farming is awesome. I'm a huge fan of it, and I'm in a moment. I'm gonna go try to lead a rally against a level 4 barb fort, and if I can't get enough attendance, I'm gonna go hunt barbarians.
Nice. And I'll tell you what, man. I know people haven't seen it on the channel yet because it hasn't been live yet on the channel, but I do have one of the best barbarian farming commanders in the game, thanks to you, Chisgule.
Oh yeah, you invested real heavy in Cao Cao.
I sure did, and I think you guys are going to actually see that one live tomorrow. That may be tomorrow's Rise of Civilizations video. I don't actually recall, but it's definitely a good one, building Cao Cao to be just a boss at farming barbarians. And again, Chisgule was there to assist in that build.
Oh yeah. Ooh, so here's a good question. How do the mechanics of the watchtower intertwine with the troops sitting in the city? And that was a question from Happy to Kill. I've got a video about garrison commanders and how troops die that are worth checking out. But if you go to the watchtower and I believe you tap the info button. No, if you tap the castle button and then the info button, it'll explain exactly how the watchtower works. It absorbs a % of damage that would have gone to your troops, which is really awesome. So the watchtower is protecting your troops and dealing out a lot of damage, which is sweet all the way around.
Very nice.
I've got a question here from Nicholas Botha. What do you do with sculptures for a commander that is fully leveled up? This is a great question. Echo, have you unlocked any expertise skills yet?
No, I don't believe that I have. That's the fifth skill?
Yep.
No, so I have not.
The thing that's a little funky is after you have an expertise skill, you're going to keep getting sculptures of that commander, and there's not a lot to do with them. The only thing you can do with them in game currently is to use them instead of star sculptures, but that just doesn't feel good to do, right? Like they feel so much more valuable than that, and they add way less experience and luck than a star sculpture, so I don't know what I'll be doing with those. I'm just going to hang on to them for now.
Yeah, you were telling me, actually we talked about that in a video that's coming out on my channel soon, because I had a similar question, and your answer was the same, is just to kind of hold on to them and see what's to come before you start just selling everything off and trying to help upgrading everything else, which I think is a good call.
Got an interesting comment from our Pokemon Minecraft player. Let's see, Volskaya Plays. Hey Chisgule, a little advice when rallying with Cao Cao and Minamoto. When using them for barb forts, if you have all cavalry, you can take down a level 5 barb fort with 500,000 troops. I guess I should have checked if it was all cavalry. I've got 100% barb damage and basically a perfect build for smashing forts with all cavalry. I probably should have checked that. It looks like we're going to have more than enough for this level 4 fort, so we're going to rally those for now. And while I answer questions, I guess these players will be mini celebrities. I'll have them on the screen here.
Everyone wants to be a mini celebrity, man.
I mean, dude, I got scouted at the start of the stream.
Did you really? That's scary. I hate getting scouted. It always scares the crap out of me, man.
Honestly, the red light is a little scary. Right?
Yeah.
Like your screen flashes red. It's like, oh God, what's happening? And, you know, I'm used to the Mighty Governor event just happening the last 2 days, which if that red light was flashing, that meant that within the next 3 seconds, one of my gatherers was going to be dead and returning home.
Wow. That's not what you like to see.
That's not what I want to see. But the funny thing, you want to know what's funny?
What is funny, Chisgule?
Also, I have put so many talents onto my gatherers, and I often use level 1 siege units because they move so fast that even with like a 5-second warning, I might be able to outrun the person who is attacking my gatherers.
That's
crazy. I haul it. Oh, I get out of there real fast.
So that's something worth noting too, that I did notice since I've been looking at these units. The more you upgrade them, the slower they become. They get stronger, but they get slower.
You know, I at first felt really bad about that. I was like, what the heck? I'm going slower. But now I feel really good. And the reason I feel really good is that this works for a number of reasons. It makes sense logically that a more heavily armored unit would go slower. But I also don't hate the fact that when I'm being chased down by someone with tier 5 troops, that they're a little slower naturally than I would be.
Yeah, okay.
Right? Like, I need as many advantages as I can get, and technically they have so much, I guess, technology that they would be moving pretty quickly anyways to make up for that march speed loss, but I'll take edge wherever I can get it.
Good point.
Let's see. More questions showing up here.
Let me check mine as well.
Hope you're having a blast on the holidays. I am. Thank you for that. I have a question regarding healing. What's the best way to heal your troops? Well, the best way to heal your troops is in small batches. I like to do an hour or less of total heal time. That way, if you get helped a small number of times, it'll max it out, and then you can queue up the next batch. You don't have to use any speed ups for that. You do have to spend a lot of time and attention, though. Is Boudica and Cao Cao a good combination? Heck yeah. That's a great combination. Use all cavalry and smash folks with it.
Yeah, I agree with that. I have someone that's in both my stream and yours, Stay Chaos Lord Neptune. I'm a free-to-play player, been playing for 80 days, only 4.2 million power, with tier 3 unlocked. He's from 1076.
1076.
He's a City Hall 19. Yep, he's been really nice right here. Thank you so much, Miracle Max, for joining my raids and helping me out there. I actually have to give you mod here on the channel. This is, I don't know, maybe it's a new account for you. I thought you had mod already on the channel, but thank you everyone that's coming through. I mean, you guys all know me as a Clash of Clans YouTuber. I've been doing that for nearly 3 years now. And I know some people are coming in here and asking, what is this game? Why, what is it? Because you're not used to me streaming it. But we have a good crowd in here hanging out and showing some support. So thanks so much for that, guys. JRB Gaming, what's up, man? I just remember replying to you today in the comment section.
Yeah, actually, it occurs to me, Echo, we should like reintroduce each other here, because there's a whole bunch of folks who are like, wait, who's this weird voice I'm hearing?
Yeah, well, my voice is not weird, bro. Come on.
Oh, okay. Wait, are you implying that then my voice must be weird?
Well, you were the one that was saying something was weird.
I mean, I did do a Legend Ronnie impression earlier. That was pretty funny.
That's true. Honestly, it sounded just like you, though, so it wasn't that weird.
So we are hanging out today with Echo Gaming, my good friend Echo Gaming, who's another streamer and YouTuber and a content creator officially sponsored with Rise of Civilizations. Yes. It is sweet to be doing this with you, Echo.
I'm stoked to have you here, man. I really do love doing content with you because you are, I mean, I play this game and have fun. I'm not as deep into the game as you. I don't know all the ins and outs and the stats the way that you do. So I love hooking up with you here on YouTube and actually learning from you and taking the knowledge that you give me and share it with my community so that they can get some of that knowledge as well. And of course, tell them to go visit your channel. But doing the stream with you, man, it's fun. Like, I feel like I'm sitting next to my boy and just hanging out. So thanks for coming on today, man. We got to do it more often.
Yeah, we'll have to hang out in real life. Maybe do one of these in person at some point. I don't know
Oh
when we'd
boy.
be able to make that happen,
Where
but
do
I
you
think it'd be
even
fun.
live, man? Like, don't go too specific. There
Yeah,
may
I
be
was gonna
YouTube
say.
stalkers out there, but you're in the
Yeah,
U.S.
yeah.
Can you get
In
more
the
specific
U.S.
than that?
In the U.S. At some point, maybe we'll be in the same area, and we should make that happen if we are.
Oh
Um,
boy. That's
I got a
that
question.
shows fear right there. You told people that you're in the US.
That,
That's as close as you would give
what, man?
information for.
It's the internet. That's enough information.
That's so
So,
funny.
question here: from attacking a rally in wild with empty hospitals, I never lost a unit from it myself, but have had massive losses from reinforcing. Yeah, so when you reinforce another objective or a player's city, you lose half your troops that would have been normally severely wounded. And I don't know. I think it's worth it to be reinforcing your allies. It's better than 100% loss for being the attacker. Hello from Kingdom 36. What's going on? Samuel Jose. Let's see. Someone's asking about Cao Cao, and yes, they are excellent. Silent Wraith, get as many as possible and flex with it. I assume that has to do with number of troops. Salma, what should I do while attacking flags and the enemy bubbles up near it to keep reinforcing it? And leave when the rally is coming up. So this is really interesting. What do you do if a player bubbles up and so you can't attack them, and they're reinforcing the flag so you can't attack it outside of a rally? So they can only send one army. You should probably just swarm it and eat the losses. Just keep the progress rolling, swarm it, don't let them troll you. I mean, like, it's going to be a little bit painful, but I think you got to just beat them down and you got to brute force it. And so the question becomes, like, is it worth it? Like, what are you taking out their flags for? Presumably you're taking out enemy flags for strategic gain, and in that case, you probably should smash them.
Tips.
I guess it also depends. Like, if they've got T5, that might be a little bit scary, but if they're on the same tier as you, I think, and you outnumber them, it's time to smash.
Get your smash on, man.
I mean, dude, it says smash when you kill barbarians, and I overuse the heck out of that phrase.
Listen, I like the phrases you use. You definitely coin things on your channel, man. That's important.
So let's see.
I got some questions coming in as well. One that you can definitely help with. This is from DragonXX444. Hi, I got Martel at 321 and Amulji at 522. For Martel at 3 stars, I'm mainly focused on the defense tree. Since I'm only at 3 million power, should my focus be on the garrison tree? Did you get that?
Yeah, so the garrison tree is good, but in the early game, it would probably not be my primary focus. In the early game, I mean, like, you should really be dodging being attacked rather than taking an attack and trying to punish your enemy, because it's hard to have enough of an edge at that point to really do much punishing. So, without reviewing your full roster, I would not at this point be focusing on garrison commanders yet. I think it's good to be working on a commander who you later use for the garrison, but I don't know that you need those talents just yet.
Okay. Well, there's your answer.
On the topic of garrison commanders, I had a question about Richard the First. Any idea at what point in the game he hits? Hasn't hit yet in my kingdom, but I've been saving up all my gems and golden sculptures. You should be saving up your gems and golden sculptures, the universal sculptures, for Richard the First. He hit in my kingdom on a wheel event, I want to say about 70 to 75 days in. So it might be about that long. Your mileage might vary, but that's when I would expect him to show up.
So next time he's on the wheel, you telling me I should spend a lot of gems and get that man?
Absolutely.
All right, that's what I gotta do.
Richard the First is life-changing. And, you know, I invested very heavily in Cao Cao.
I did.
Right? But let's say I get Cao Cao's expertise skill, and I'm still a ways away from that. Every Cao Cao sculpture I get after that point is worthless.
Right.
Like, that kind of feels bad. But meanwhile, Richard the First, like, he almost never shows up. Like, you're not going to get him from keys, right? So if I got Richard the First's expertise skill, there's no feel bad, because you're never going to, like, get a wasted sculpture with him. You see what I mean?
I do.
I don't know. The expertise skills are, like, so out of reach. It feels like they're, like, an eternity away, but I overanalyze all this stuff. I look at all the angles, man.
No, and that's what makes it so cool, man. That's what I like about you, is you do that, and that's what makes you good at the game and really truly understand the game.
All right, let's see here. Would I 4-star my Minamoto with 4-5-1, or wait until I max the skills first? So I'll say this, Ibsen, if you are planning to get more skills onto him, I really would try to max that first skill. But if you did unlock the last skill, that wouldn't be the end of the world either. So my preference would be that you wait if that's coming soon. And if you're not, then I think that's fine. That last skill does add a lot of damage. So if the points go there, it's not that bad. And let me just confirm here. So Minamoto, yeah, the third skill is Barbarian damage. I like Barbarian damage. I like smashing Barbarian forts, smashing Karak ceremony, smashing Barbarians. Sign me up. Yes, please.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat. I'll smash them all day. I mean, that's what I'm literally doing right now, is just smashing Barbarians with Miracle Max.
Nice.
We're doing
Yeah,
that.
we demolished that fort. Like, I ended up having a near max rally after all.
Oh, nice.
1,000. Oh, yeah. So the level 4 fort did not stand a chance. We're going to try level 5 again. I think we got enough people who are on now to pull that off.
We have Braden saying that he spent $44 worth of gems to get Richard on the wheel. It was tough.
Jeez, I'll say this. If you are preparing to get Richard the First, and you know that's a thing you want to do, and like, look, you do know it's a thing you want to do, probably, it's so good. My recommendation would be to get the 30-day gem supply, and that alone might give you enough gems to unlock Richard the First. So, let's see. The 30-day gem supply is $10 for 21,700 gems.
Wow.
And it takes 30 days, but like it took less gems than that for me to get Richard the First. So maybe I just got really lucky. But it's way cheaper than trying to like buy the gems all at once in one of those bundles.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going to do. This is going to be a video that I put out strictly on me getting Richard. I'm going to make it happen. I think I only have 2 sculptures of him right now. I need 8 more. How many spins will it take? Am I going to be lucky like Spooby, or am I going to have to eat a bit?
Dude, Spooby got the 10 spot, 10 of the sculptures instant unlock from the Richard wheel. That was insane.
I know. It was crazy.
Clash with Danish is asking if Scipio and Yi Sung-ye is a good combination, or a Scipio and Kusunoki. I actually don't like either of those combinations, and I think they're okay if you want to bring all archers, but often with Scipio you want to have a mixed army. I have a commander guide for Scipio going live tomorrow. Spoiler alert!
Ooh, boy, I'll be there.
So check that out for the full details. Can I see your Cao Cao Minamoto talent build really quickly? Yes, happy to show that. With Minamoto, I've got him specialized for PvP, and I would probably do this a little bit differently in the future. I've got the skill tree maxed, and I also have Undying Fury, as well as some of the March Speed talents. I actually would go for more of the March Speed talents instead of Undying Fury if I were to respec right now. And Cao Cao I've got specialized for Barbarian forts. Because he's my lower level commander, I wasn't planning on having him be the primary in PvP. So he's my rally leader right now. And I basically picked up Mighty Force and then made my way over to Undying Fury. And hopefully people are bringing cavalry to these rallies.
I have a question that's coming through from Lord Neptune again. I got Charles, El Cid, Caesar, Cao Cao to 30. Which commander should I go to for 40? And that obviously depends on what he's going to be doing with those commanders, correct? But if it were you, which one would be your favorite there? Would it be Cao Cao?
So it depends on what it is you want to do. And I'll say this. You should focus on one where you can put a lot of skills in. Because let me show you something on my commanders, and you can pull this up on yours as well so people can see kind of the commanders as we go through them if you like. But for my garrison commanders, I've got Richard the First as my primary at 5-1-1-1, and that's just because Richard the First is so freaking awesome. But I could use Charles Martel as the secondary. I could very easily make him 5-1-1-1. But I actually think that my completely maxed out epic is better than my
Really?
5-1-1-1 legendary. Yeah, I think my expertise skill on Kusunoki is better. I get more total stats. I get more garrison effectiveness. My primary skill is less impressive, but I think the boost on all the other skills makes it better. So I'm currently using Richard I with Kusunoki, a little bit of anti-rally, a little bit anti-swarm. So I would pick one and focus on that one. Now, which of the ones you focus on, I mean, it depends if you're interested more in open field combat, rallying other players, if you're interested more in PvE. My personal first choice was Cao Cao because I'm interested in smashing all the PvE content and being good in open field combat. I got a question here from Volskaya Plays. Chisgule, is Lohar better with Joan or Boudica as the secondary commander? Earlier today, we did a test. I think it's actually better with Boudica than with Joan of Arc. We didn't test with Joan of Arc. She's very good, but I'd stick with Boudica. Let's see. Lord Neptune. Oh, dude, thanks for your support from day one. That's awesome. Lord Neptune saying they love my vids and they're from India. That's so cool.
Well, India is waking up right now, man. This is the time where they usually pop into the streams.
Wow.
So, yeah, this is a good time to make that connection with your Indian audience.
Dude, let's see. Marco is saying, hey, Chisgule, great job so far. What's the best setup for a free-to-play player in your opinion? Okay, so a free-to-play player, and Echo, I'll be curious to hear your thoughts on this, but I would stick with Epic Commanders. And for PvP, I really like, in fact, overall, I really like Boudica because she's good in PvP and she's good in PvE. I also really like Joan of Arc because she can help you support other players. And those are the two commanders I would be focused on. What do you think?
I think that I didn't pay as much attention to your thoughts as I should have.
That's because you're smashing the heck out of Barbarians, right?
I'm doing like 4 different things at once right now, man.
We got a man on a mission over here.
I am on a mission. I'm just having some fun, honestly. What's up, Mr. Alan C. popping into the stream? That's one of my competitors in the PWK tournament, guys, from PUBG Mobile. He popped in to say hello. What's going on, brother?
Salma is giving me some grief that I have 15 million power and only 1 million kills. You know, I feel bad, like, battling other players, especially because, like, I don't know. Can you imagine? How do you handle this, Echo? Wouldn't you feel bad if, like, you attack someone who watches your channel?
I would, and I'd be a little scared they'd come spam my comments with negativity as well, right?
Yeah, I like...
The anger.
I don't know. I don't like attacking other players if I don't have to. And I did have to the other day.
Why? Why did you have to?
So, dude, this was annoying, and I almost don't want to talk about it because I don't want people to do it. So here's what happened. Someone ported over with 2 cities from their alliance. And they unloaded all of their troops into the other city, and the other city bubbled up. So anytime you attacked... In fact, they unloaded all their troops to, I think, other cities in their alliance before they even ported over. They basically had only 1 army of troops in their city ever. And if they were attacked, they moved them to the bubble city. And it was an army that was very, very fast, and they were almost uncatchable. And they would run around killing our gatherers. Wow. I honestly almost re-specialized Cao Cao for the express job of battling this one person. Instead, I ported over to where their alliance is and started battling people who were in awkward positions and had their troops out doing things. So I sent a strong message, not to the players who were personally being difficult, but I don't know. Hopefully it worked out. Never before, though, have I just, like, kind of triggered a little bit and literally a member of my alliance. I mean, I wasn't saying anything, but I was just attacking aggressively, and they were like, dude, chill out a little bit, Chisgule.
They weren't feeling it, man.
I mean, never before have I ported over and sent all of my armies into combat to do work. But I did. I have reports.
I'll be right back.
Time for reports. Yeah. Let's see if I can find them. Let's see if I can find them.
I got a
There was a
request right here for something
lot
that I just want to
going
show
on today.
real quick. Here, Mr. Alan C. It's right there, homie.
All right. So I actually could have done better. I could have done better. Let me show you where it was on the map.
Okay.
And then describe kind of what happened. So let's see. It was somewhere over here. And it wasn't this player. But let's use it as the example because I think it was right over here. So the player was located where the Barbarian fort was. And there was a flag that was nearby. And they had their troops. And I didn't realize they had 3 armies. So it ended up being a not all that unreasonable, like, open brawl. They had 3 armies kind of out and about because they were battling, I guess, other players or planning to send them somewhere or battling barbarians. I poured in, and I put my troops between their city and where they currently were. And we got into this huge 3-army brawl. I had 3 armies, they had 3 armies. I'm pretty sure that I did not use an army expansion, and I absolutely should have. And in the report, I start brawling them in the open field, and then I start scouting their city. And I'll talk about the mistake I made, because I start to battle them. And let's see, I brought Boudica with Richard I, and they had El Cid and Lohar, Cao Cao and Joan of Arc, and Minamoto and Sun Tzu. And we can even see like how skilled up some of their commanders were. I mean, these are some legit commanders. They have the expertise skill on Sun Tzu. Their Minamoto's got a bunch of skills on them. Let's see, their Cao Cao. Oh gosh, this is so tragic. Their Cao Cao is a 1-4-4-1. Oh my gosh. I can't imagine putting that many sculptures on the Cao Cao and not having the first skill max.
That sounds like that sounds like my kind of luck right there, man.
Oh my gosh. I mean, you cannot level up these commanders until you max out those skills. Let's see. El Cid is a 2-3-2-2. I mean, this player with Lohar, that's funny. This player, they probably were doing PvE stuff, right? So they probably were not ready to be attacked. And like, why should they have expected to be attacked? Like, I honestly feel bad about attacking this player because like they weren't the one griefing, so they didn't deserve it. But they're members of the same alliance, which is really bad logic. So anyways,
darn bullies.
Well, I don't know. Like, what do you... I don't even have the words. So, all in all,
I love listening to you talk about this, man.
I struggle because I like peace, not war. But it's a war game, so you gotta. Yeah, I only war when I'm pushed into a corner, and I'm like, all right, you force my hand. Let's see. In the first skirmish, I have almost 2,000 severely wounded. They have 11,000. And another one, I've got 2,000. They have 6,000. In another one, I've got 4,000. They have 8,000. I have 7,000. They have 24,000. I mean, they took the worst end of that by a long shot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So very rarely do I fight. I would prefer if I didn't have to, but like for crucial objectives, I will. And if my players are being harassed, like I will try to then reciprocate to make it stop. Oh, so the big mistake I made though, Echo, the big learning opportunity here was the big mistake. Besides the fact that I should have used an army expansion, which would have made up its value in terms of repair costs. I scouted their city. They had 2 million food, 6 million stone, and 23 million gold. And they only had 40,000 troops in their city. All of their armies were already out on the field. So if I had been paying closer attention, and if I had already put talent points in the CPO, which I hadn't at that time, I should have sent a 4th army to this player's city and just started wrecking their city. Because all of their armies were out, and my 3 armies were between them and their city. Like they had no options. Their options were either fight me and like suffer consequences on the way back to their city, or to go to the flag and their city would get savaged. And they can't teleport anywhere.
Yeah.
Actually, does anyone know? Can you teleport if you put all of your reinforcements into a flag? No, you can only have one army reinforcing a flag at a time, right? So they were just trapped.
I think so.
I mean, they were checkmated. I could have totally taken all their resources. Not that I need the gold, and I already feel bad about battling this person, so I would have felt even worse. But if I was being savage, that's what I should have done.
It's funny, my chat right now, they're all talking. They're calling you the new Spooby because of the amount of words coming out of your mouth per minute.
I mean, like...
What do they want you to be, silent?
I don't know, man. No, I don't know. Let's see here. So many questions are showing up, and I feel bad because I'm so behind, and I'm sure you've got a bunch too.
It's all right.
This is the hard part because there's two of us going at the same time. It's hard to keep up all the questions. So what would be the best way to build Richard when I get him? Max the first skill and then unlock the rest? Absolutely max the first skill on Richard and then unlock the rest. I don't think you have to max out the second one as well. All of his skills are so darn good. If you already have the legendary sculptures, I would probably do it that way. Let me confirm. I would definitely do it that way. If you already have the legendary sculptures. If you don't, just get him to 4 stars and enjoy smashing because he's amazing. Let's see. Hey, Chisgule, I have full cavalry march with Minamoto and Cao Cao. They're both at 4 stars. I also have Richard the First at 5 stars. Wow, look at you, dude. That's awesome. But I do not have a full infantry march yet. Should I raise Mina or Cao Cao to 5 stars? It depends a lot on what you want to do.
Yes,
right? Like if you're interested in PvE, then you should work on you're interested in open field combat. I prefer a Minamoto and Cao Cao. If you're interested more in, well, Mina or Cao Cao? No, this is a different question. They're both of them are cavalry. I went with Minamoto first because he's got the skill tree. If you are going to be one of the strongest players on the battlefield, then I would go with Minamoto. If you need to be faster than everybody else because you're not going to be the strongest player, then I would go with Cao Cao. That would be my advice. Yeah. That was actually I went a totally different direction with that.
It's fine. It's okay to sway, man.
Paulie says they're playing 60 days on Kingdom 1090. They've learned a whole heck of a lot. They're at 3.4 million power. Nice. You're welcome for the advice, my friend. Thank you for your support. What's a good combination with CPO? There's a bunch. At the legendary tier, any of the commanders that are sieging cities are really good. At the epic tier, which I think is more common, I really like Joan of Arc and Boudica. This person is a max Sun Tzu looking for a good secondary, mostly for fighting against bigger players using guerrilla ambush tactics. Ooh, I like that. Hitting hard and hiding after using the first skill. If you need to hit hard and run, you might actually consider using Joan of Arc as the primary and Sun Tzu as the secondary, which sounds really crazy, but the thing that you can do there is you can take advantage of a talent that I'll show in just a second that gives you 60% movement speed when you leave an objective. So you could like jump, it's a hasty departure. You could jump around between structures and like get in and get out really quickly potentially. That's one way to go.
You should really take your time, man.
What other commanders could we do here? You could do, let's see, with Sun Tzu as the secondary. Scipio is really good for open field combat, but does not have synergy with Sun Tzu at all.
Unknown says it takes nearly 3 weeks to get tier 4 troops. You can only imagine tier 5. Isn't it 90 days for tier 5?
Oh yeah. Tier 5 is insane. Tier 4, I think, was like, it depends on your research levels, but it was like 20 days for me.
Yeah.
Ooh. So QQ is asking, hey, should I go for Cao Cao if I have 120 legendary sculptures? I'm trying to go full cavalry. Yeah, if you're going full cavalry, Cao Cao is awesome. He does work. He gives you a lot of flexibility with speed, which I think is super relevant if you're not the strongest player on the battlefield. And like, most of us are not going to be the strongest player on the battlefield, so the speed is really good. Is CPO good for free to play? I think he's fine. For free to play, I generally prefer to focus on commanders that are really good in PvE, so you can try to get some edge from the time that you're spending doing that.
Listen, what I'm gonna do right here is cut up this live stream and make a video on every single freaking tip that you're giving to everybody right now. I have like a month's worth of content right here, man.
Dude, tips galore. We're about to smash this level 5 barbarian fort. We have 900,000 units. Oh yeah, this is gonna be pretty good. And it looks like it's a lot of cavalry. Sweet. What's the best way to get epic sculptures? I think participating in events that award them around the holidays is insane. I just got 100, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
That seems pretty good. Completing your daily quest objectives is the other place to go and do that. And William Thomas points out that the expedition is a good place as well. Absolutely. Nice. Okay. Miku is asking, Minamoto is at 5511.
Oh my lord, Mr. Alan C dropping $100 holla right here on the stream. Thank you so much, brother. You are crazy, man.
Woo! Dude, nice. That's awesome, Echo.
He's one of the guys that I competed with in the PWK. What is this man wants my trophy? That's what he wants. He's trying to bribe me right now.
Bribery on our live stream?
He's trying to bribe me for my trophy.
What?
Oh my goodness. Well, you're getting top spot in the donation thing right here now, man. Jesus.
That's awesome.
I'll give you another good look at it right now, okay? How about that? We're gonna pop up the vlog scene and we'll put that trophy right up to it right there. That's for you, Mr. Allen. See, a nice little look. You could screenshot that, 3D print it, do whatever you want there, brother. Thank you so much for that donation, man. I was not expecting that at all. Listen. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. When we were building Tao Tao, you talked about how we can get him to earn extra awards and chests throughout, you know, just barbarian farming. And right now, I have 693 level 1 resource pack 3 chests just from farming over the past hour of those barbarians. So it's pretty nice. I'm gonna actually open all these up and see how much loot it is. All right, so it's still decent loot right there, just from going after the barbarians on top of the regular troops, the regular rewards that you're getting from it as well. So that's really nice. And I have a question for Miracle Max for Chisgule. When Kingdom versus Kingdom starts, can we join you and get revenge on our kingdom's bully? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Nice.
That way you can like be in an alliance with a bunch of people that like you enjoy playing with or like chatting with. You know what I mean? Like I've got a bunch of friends that I've convinced to play the game, but I'm never going to be in the same kingdom as them.
Right, that's the problem. Now, I don't know. I feel like... Oh, is Chisgule too quiet? Is that what you guys are saying? Chisgule, can you say something for me, bro?
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah,
I can do anything except another Legend Ronnie impression.
You're coming through loud and clear over on this side here. So now we can hear him voice. Okay, cool. I don't know what that was, but it seems like they lost you for a little bit there. But
Good. You know what else I'd like, Echo?
what would you like, man?
I would love if there was a better way to find barbarian forts. That would be swell.
I didn't know there was a problem with it.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta like kind of cruise around the map to try and find it, but we got there. We got there. Oh man, Enrique has their Cao Cao at 1533. Oh my gosh, that's such bad luck. That's such bad luck. The active skill is so important that like he's still an awesome commander, right? Like you have max barbarian damage, which is sweet, and the other skills are good. I mean, you can still do work with that. This person has Richard at 1233. Oh no, same problem. Oh my
They must have been
gosh.
following my guides, I guess.
What is the best commander pair with CPO and talent tree? Clash with Danish. Check my video tomorrow. It's going to be so in-depth on CPO. You're going to get literally all your questions answered, and if you don't, drop a comment. I will cover it for you.
Chisgule's the man. He's the man.
Ooh. Volskaya plays says you can have multiple armies in a flag or a holy site. That makes sense. You can only have one army reinforcing a player, but at flags or a holy site, you can have as many as you want. Wow, that means like a... What about a pass? Can you have multiple armies at a pass? You can send all your troops to a flag. That's... I think that's what that player did. But I just like... I thought for a second maybe I had to have been mismarked. Patrick is saying the 5th skill on Joan of Arc is OP. It is amazing. Which is better to upgrade skill or talent of a commander? It is very important that you unlock the skills in the right order. Then later, you can get all the talents that you want and need. So depending on how urgently you need the commander to do other things, depending on your spend level, that would sort of dictate to you how you want to move there. And Volskaya Plays is saying you can teleport with troops reinforcing another city. Yes, I have seen that. Your troops can be in another city, and as long as they're there, not traveling to the city, I think you can teleport. What are the 2 best PvP commanders? Ooh, what do you think, Echo? 2 best PvP commanders.
No idea. We got Mr. Alan C coming through as a member, though, as well, but I don't know the best PvP commanders, man. That's what I come to you for the information for, bro. You know that.
Ha! Well, you know, it depends on what kind of PvP you're doing. If you're doing open field combat, I love Minamoto and Cao Cao. I've also seen the combination of Hannibal Barca with Caesar be just bananas. So bananas. For open field and sieging other players, those might be some of the best PvP commanders. Let's see. What is better, Richard or Markswoman? Haha. William Thomas, very funny.
Markswoman. Markswoman.
But yeah, there it is.
You'll get so many more sculptures of her, so she's clearly better.
Clearly better. More sculptures equals more better, right?
Now, if you want more advice like that, come subscribe to my channel.
Oh my gosh. Well, you should subscribe to Echo's channel.
I'm just
because Echo is really
kidding.
fun to watch. And I enjoy your stuff, man.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.
So how do you maximize what you get in Lohar's trial? What a great question from Dark Elite. The way you maximize your returns on Lohar's trial is you farm the barbarians like crazy during Lohar's trial, and you do not summon any Lohars. You only summon the Lohars after the event is over, because summoning a Lohar is 140 action points per person that attends the rally. Do it later. Do it later. That you get so many more necklaces if you farm the barbarians and more opportunities to rally them later, which is exactly the way to do it. What's a good second commander for Minamoto using all troops, not full cavalry? Okay, I would recommend Joan of Arc or Boudica or maybe not CPO. Joan of Arc or Boudica would probably be my recommendations. And actually, between them, I would say Boudica is better. Chisgule, can you tell me the best talent tree build for Charles Martel? Ooh. So it depends on what you're doing. If you're doing open field combat, go infantry supplementing with defense, optimally grabbing burning blood early on. If you're defending in the garrison, get all the garrison talents and check out my video about garrison commanders. It covers that in depth. Is there any good combination of epic commanders with Charles Martel? So we're back in the same question of, is it in the garrison or open field? Either way, you want an infantry commander. I would be looking at commanders. Probably Ulji Mundok. Why do I see Ulji Mundok? Because Sun Tzu increases skill damage, and you don't actually have skill damage on Charles Martel. So, yeah, Ulji Mundok is probably my optimal pairing. You could also do Joan of Arc. Well, you're probably bringing all infantry, so that's not amazing. Scipio Africanus is a good choice. Martel and Scipio is pretty decent. An open field. And actually, I think that's missing from my video, and I'm so glad we just talked about that, because I might update my video to include it.
There you go, man.
Mm-hmm.
The community fixing your content for you.
Dude, I love this community.
I know, it's great. Yeah, I got some talent points to spend here on both Boudica and Cao Cao. So I'm going to upgrade the shield of Boudica again to get that to 3, like we did in the beginning of this stream. And then Cao Cao, where am I going to go with his talent? Now, I don't know the next steps that you wanted me to take or that you would have recommended I take.
So your Cao Cao, we've got him in peacekeeping, right?
Yeah, why don't you, can you open up in another stream screen my stream so you could see the build and you can tell me where to go next?
Yeah, we can do that.
Not like you don't have to show your people my stream, just so you could see it. So you can see the image that we're looking at.
No, I can't believe I didn't think of that sooner.
It's okay.
Let's pull up Echo Gaming and we'll get a good look at it. Bada boom. Pulling up your channel. I've got my build showing now, so folks can get a look at that. I've got mine set up as a rally leader, which is the thing that I'm actively doing. Oh, good. Okay, I see your build here.
Right.
And you have one talent
helped me build
point.
it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so here's what I would do.
Yep.
I really like the march speed that you get from thoroughbreds, which is all the way at the bottom of the tree. And the little dot that is the precursor to that also has march speed. So I would rock that march speed and feel really good about not waiting troops to go where it is that they're going.
So we're making our way over to thoroughbred. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I personally did not pick that up because march speed does not help at all in rallies, and I'm rallying level 5 forts. So instead, I've got all my points going toward doing as much damage as possible.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Well, it's been spent, and it's been spent well. I'm happy about that. We're looking good, man. Looking good. And as I scroll through my commanders here, I realize there's a lot more help. We have like 10 more commander guys we could be doing together, man.
Dude, we got so many commander guys to do. It's unbelievable. And new commanders are coming.
I heard.
New commanders are coming.
I heard that word.
Pretty freaking exciting. I'm super pumped about that.
I bet you are.
Let's see. What do you think about Ulji as an infantry commander for a free-to-play player? He's excellent. He's excellent, and he's a garrison commander. I love everything about using Ulji free-to-play. The only thing I would say is that he's not a peacekeeper, which my first choice for a free-to-play player would be to get Boudica powered up pretty well.
Yeah, she's a beast too. Even people. Yeah, I really like Boudica. She's one of my favorites, to be honest with you.
Gooby Geezer is saying maxed out Sun Tzu with Tamo is really strong because you generate a ton of rage. I think it's pretty sweet. Liam says, hey, what's going on? They spoke on Discord and then a war happened. Oh man, hope your war went well. Joan and Tamo for 60% archer attack. That's kind of a cool combo. QQ is asking for my economic technology. Have you invested in economic technology?
I'm not sure. I'll have to go take a look in a second.
I maybe went a little too deep on economic technology.
I can't look. I can't look because I have something upgrading right now, unfortunately. And I don't recall.
Okay. Yeah, I've gotten pretty far along here. If you tap the beaker icon, you should be able to get a look at the tree and all the goodies that are going on there.
Oh yeah, I can. You're right. You're right. So where is that? Is that on the? That's on the economic.
The first tab is your economic tech.
And what am I looking for?
Just sort of how leveled up stuff is. For instance, I have my mathematics at 10 out of 10, dude.
Mine is a research...
1. You might want to work on that, man.
I'm working on. I mean, it's always going. I maybe I should spend a whole day speeding up the entire thing because I mean I'm working on the tier 4 troops right now, man.
Yeah. Yep. Totally get it. I powered up my research speed because basically for the reason I like the economic tech is for the rest of the time that you're playing the game, you're going to benefit from it. And it's all adding, and that's true of any technology, right?
Exactly. But, that's the thing.
The sooner you get it, the sooner you benefit.
there's only so many resources that one can collect though to support all of these upgrades at the same time.
I know. I'm a madman.
You
I
are a
got lots
beast.
of resources so I can
You're a
do all
beast.
of it.
All right, I have some questions I have to get to in some comments because we've been letting you go on for a while. So a couple of these maybe for you as well. First of all, BHAT, thanks so much, man. I appreciate the comment. And Robbie J asks if Powerbang and Clash with Ash still play Rise of Civilizations, and I don't believe that they do. I believe that they put it down. We have D4K or Dark asking, what's the fastest way to level up, increase your power without hurting yourself in the long run? So that's a great question that that you could tackle if you'd like.
Ooh, fastest way to gain your power
Without hurting yourself in the long run, yeah.
You want to get your city hall leveled up. And the reason you want to get your city hall leveled up is because you can bring more troops onto the battlefield. And all things equal, the player with more troops is going to win. And even if things are not equal, more troops helps you a lot.
Yeah.
I mentioned earlier that army expansions are like really crucial for open field combat if you want to get an edge, and you probably do, because the way that you gain value from that, even though it's costing you resources to buy something like that, is that you're going to save resources on severely wounded troops. So you're going to save on hospital healing costs, and I think it can earn itself back really quickly.
Okay. I have another question. Have I gotten both Christmas trees? Yes, of course I have. There you go, Mr. Allen C, using the Echo Fam emoji. And Miracle Max says, have I told you, Chisgule, about the butt whooping we've been getting in our kingdom? And yes, I have told him about it, and it brought up some conversations about bullies in the game and basically how we deal with that kind of thing. And honestly, there is no answer to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how you deal with really strong players that are harassing your... Before you go to bed at night, you can put your troops into a flag and hope they don't attack the flag. And like,
I mean, every time that we've gotten a butt whooping, and it's been in 2 alliances, we've gotten some butt whoopings. They start burning all of our flags. It's not like they just come after one. They go to like completely take us down.
So yeah, they can only do that though if they actually have adjacent. So if you're not, if you pick something that they're not anywhere near, that might be like a safe location to park your troops in for the night. That's, I think, my best guess. I think I need to start parking my troops somewhere else at night. And like, if I get hit, so be it. I spend down my resources, and you know, there's not a lot.
Yeah, that hurts, man. That hurts.
Well, if you spend down all your resources so that it's below the level of your storehouse, I mean, like, I don't know, you got to repair your wall and your watchtower, but that's not the end of the world.
Oh, you're saying have it so you're not holding resources. That's what you're saying.
Yeah. Spend it all down so you're not holding anything. I mean, at some point that becomes kind of impractical, but conceptually it's kind of interesting. Let's see here. Is there any point to maxing green commanders? No. None whatsoever.
Really?
I don't know. Can you think of one, Echo? I wish there were. Oh! Okay, I have one. But not maxing, but almost maxing. I would take... Well, I'm going to show this fort rally I have going on before I swap over, but I would take Centurion to level 37 or level 40 for all the gathering talents.
And we've done that, haven't we? We took him to... What do we take? No, we only have him actually to 19 right now. We may have to get him going up a little bit higher, actually.
Dude,
over here
I mean, I'm a gathering madman. All my gathering...
I love that, though.
It's literally for the rest of the time I play the game, I'm going to get value from that.
Exactly. But you say that about almost everything.
I do say that a lot.
Because it's true, though.
I mean, so you're right. So you're basically picking investments in the game. And the only way that investment is not permanent is if something goes wrong, and it has to be, I guess, in troops. Right? Troops can be an investment that is hindered. And like, turns out troops are really important for just about everything. Someone is asking, hey, what buff can you put on cavalry attack and defense? I'll show my cavalry attack and defense while Echo fields a question, but one thing I'm doing wrong right now that I want to point out is that I am the rally leader on forts, and I really should have a buff going that boosts my attack or defense, and I'm going to do that now.
And we do have some more questions coming in. One's for you specifically. Good day, Chisgule and Echo. Which is better for PvE, farm for level 12 barbs that are near to my city, or wait for the higher level barbs that are no longer summoned? By the way, I'm using Lohar and Boudica. That makes sense to you?
Yeah. So I like to send multiple armies at the same time hunting barbarians, if I can. And what I like to do is basically burn through all my action points in like a 30-minute window. So let me just show where I would go here on my map, and I'll describe it. But I like to find like a string of barbarians, and if they're not all the highest level, I just don't care. There was a time when I used to care, but it's too much of a micro optimization, I think. Like the rewards are not that different from a level 21 versus a 22. So I see a string of 21, 20, 22, 23, 25, 22. I would just hit all of it, and I would just keep going. And after I've hit all of it, I'd go back to town. So I would do that rather than like hit low level stuff by your city. And I would do that rather than like hunt out all the max level of barbarian that you can kill.
I have a question about VIP. I'm at 8 right now. They're asking when I'm going to be getting to 10. Is that something I should be rushing? Should I be rushing 9 so I can get that daily golden key?
So I do really like VIP 10, but VIP 9 is not amazing. VIP 9 offers, I think, like just a silver key and 1 epic commander sculpture as like the special stuff in your daily
I thought
chest.
9 gave a golden key. I get a silver key from 8.
You still get silver at 9. It's only at 10 that you get the gold key and the legendary commander sculpture. So I think it's very worthwhile, and I'm honestly I'm at VIP 11. I'm working my way toward VIP 12, where I get 2 legendary commander sculptures. Hello. And I have a ton of gems I've been saving up. Oh yeah. I made a bunch of
How do you do
purchases.
that? Is it worth spending all of these gems? Like, it would cost me right now to get to 9. It would cost me 24,000 gems, and I have 25,000. Is it worth me doing that or no?
9? Well, so let's take a look at the benefits to 9.
I mean, you gotta get to 9 to get to 10.
It's true. But I would wait until you have, assuming you're saving up your gems for this, I would wait until you have enough to get all the way to 10 if you could. Because at level 9, you're only getting 5% more hospital capacity.
Yeah, not really worth it at all.
That's not exciting. But 10 is just bananas. 5% building speed and training speed, and the gold key, and the legendary commander sculpture. Wow. So yeah, you could invest incrementally. There's an event that has not come back. It's only happened twice, and I'm waiting. Oh my gosh, I've been waiting so long for it, Echo, called More Than Gems. And every time you spend gems during the More Than Gems event, you get more goodies back. It's so good. It's so unbelievably good. It's so out of this world.
Well, that's something cool about this game is they reward you for spending with reward, you know, like with more stuff to spend, which is pretty cool.
You know, one of my favorite sayings is to take the right action at the right time. And, you know, spending gems, I don't know if it's going to come back, Echo, but I am waiting to get VIP 12. I could get it right now. I have enough gems. I could get VIP 12 right now. The only thing I'm waiting for is I'm hoping that between now and New Year's, or shortly after New Year's, they do a More Than Gems event. Because they did, I think, one around Thanksgiving and one around Halloween, or maybe it was just before Halloween and then I don't know.
I don't recall.
Somewhere around that time frame. Yeah, I think it was like Halloween and Thanksgiving, and I couldn't believe they did 2 of them back to back. Because they were just like so darn good. I don't know. That's what I'm hoping for. I've got a video on More Than Gems if you want to see exactly what the rewards are. But you could spend up to 25,000 gems a day, and for doing so, get extra goodies, which, like, oh my goodness, all about it.
One of my homies in the chat's asking, who is this guy and why does he know so much about this game?
Why do I know so much about this game? Because I'm basically obsessed.
Yeah.
Not only do I only play one account at a time, Echo, I only basically play one game at a time.
One game, one account all day.
I have a mad case of one-itis with this game.
I get it, man. There's nothing wrong with that.
Oh, no.
What I'm going to need to do is start closing out the stream pretty soon, though, at least on my end. Obviously, you feel free to do what you got to do over there, my man. But for me, it's getting a little bit late over here, and other videos need to be prepared because I am more of like a 3-game guy, so other games need some attention as well.
Amen. Well, I really enjoyed doing this with you, and I hope we get to do one of these again soon. I had a lot of fun. And folks that are watching, if you really enjoyed this, let us know in the comments.
Hmm.
I mean, Echo, I've never done a stream with two streamers going simultaneously where both of us have our channels rolling at the same time.
Yeah.
So if you liked it, let us know.
Yeah, and guys, if you, I mean, obviously, Chisgule is a wealth of knowledge. His link is in the description right here of this stream, which will eventually tomorrow night it'll turn into a video as well, so it will be on my channel. Make sure you go subscribe to him because he's got so much knowledge, and that's something you're not going to get as much of on my channel. I'm much more of a casual player. I get in here, have some fun, and I'm a bit goofy about things. He is going to, not saying that he's not fun, but he's going to give you all the details that you need. Like, he's going to teach you to be a better player. I'm going to be giving you some tips and tricks here and there. But dude, it's always fun to have you both on the channel for streams now and on videos as well. And you guys could look forward to seeing him in upcoming videos. I think one tomorrow is actually going to be with Chisgule, so make sure you stick around for that and take a look at that video as well. But bro, I'm gonna end the stream on my end over here right now.
Right on. This was a blast, man. Let's do it again soon.
It was definitely fun. Again, guys, check out Chisgule. He's in the description below. Thank you guys for all the love. Mr. Alan C with that crazy donation coming through and the new membership as well. Thank you everyone who shows love to both the channel and in any way that you can, whether it be donations, whether it be just being here, whether it be in the comments section. I appreciate you guys all the time. So thanks so much for all that, guys, and we're gonna get out of here right now. So I'll see all you guys back here again tomorrow. Take care. Chisgule, be good, brother.
Hey, Echo, take care, man, and we'll keep rolling on my stream.
Sounds good, man. I'll stop by. See you later, guys. Be good.
All right.
衣が